Problem 1011 combines net present value with internal rate of return, so we're going to do both. So you guys can read this fascinating scenario. I'm just going to skip down to the important part. We have two ideas for projects. One's Kyle's project and the other's Aaron's project. And we just need to, the important thing that we need to get for this problem is the negative cash flow and the expected positive net cash flows for 1 year through 7 are shown right here. Okay, so this is what we need right here. And the required rate of return or the cost of capital for both these projects is 8%. So, and then we need to calculate the net present value for each project, the internal rate of return for each project, and then decide which project we should choose and why. And then we need to answer the question, is there a conflict between the decisions indicated by the net present values and the internal rates of returns? Excuse me. So the first thing I guess we want to put in here is our discount rate, which is 8%. So we'll go ahead and just put that in right there. And then we're going to have a negative or a cash outlay of $100,000 for Kyle. So we want to put that in as a negative $100,000. Have that right? Yeah. And then over here we want to put a negative $300,000. Okay, so negative $300,000. All right, now the cash flows for the 7 years for Kyle is going to be $22,611. So I'm just going to do this quick 22,611. Whoops, 11. And then I'm just going to do this and bring it all the way down. And for Aaron, it's 63,655, right? 63,655. So 63,655, not 855, 655, 655, and then bring that all the way down. And that's going to give us our net present value. So from this first analysis, it looks like we should do Aaron's project because it has a higher net present value. Now let's look at the internal rate of return. So we're just going to put this exact same cash flows in again. So just copy those and put them in here. And copy these cash flows and put them in for Aaron right here. And we can see that the internal rate of return is higher for Kyle. So there's a conflict. If we just look at the NPV, we see that we should do Aaron's project because the NPV is much higher, almost double. But if we look at just the internal rate of return, we should do Kyle's project because 13% is higher than 11%. So answering these questions back up here, well, it's easy. We've already calculated the net present value. We've calculated, I should say calculate, not calculate, calculate the internal rate of return. And which project should Adam choose and why? Well, you know, I'm going to help you out with this. So the answer for this is tricky a little bit. So let's just go back over here. Since you're taking the time to watch the video, I'm going to help you out with this one. So Adam should choose Aaron's project, okay? Even though the internal rate of return is lower, you still want to choose the project that has the higher net present value. Yes, Aaron's project has a higher net present value, while Kyle's project has the higher internal rate of return. for these two mutually exclusive projects. You're going to do one or the other. You want to always go with the one that has the highest net present value, because you're going to increase your, because the bottom line here is you're going to increase the value of your company more with Aaron's idea than you are with Kyle's idea. And you can read about their really fascinating and incredible ideas. And I shouldn't make fun of it, because water supply in the West is a very critical problem. So I'm not making fun of that at all. I just don't think I need to read this to you, so I'm not. Okay, that's problem 1011.